with the LSAT test itself, when you're preparing up to the day to take the test, what are some recommendations that you would make for people who are preparing the week before or the week of their exam?
Yeah, totally. Well, at this point, I would definitely want you to have completed at least 10 timed practice tests.
Okay.
And you said you were doing 5 sections, which is great. And anyone out there who's doing out of the books, what you could do is, let's say you have exams 82, 83, 84, and 85. You could take exam 86, divide it into 4 parts, and insert each of those 4 parts into those other 4 from 82 to 85. Then later, score your results for 86. So at least that way you're taking the experimental seriously.
Okay.
So that's one thing you could do. I'd also talk about really strictly timing yourself. So if you're doing it at home or in the library, you might, and you're just proctoring yourself, and you might have the impulse to check your results after each section, or check your phone intermittently, or get a drink of water and stop the clock. None of that can happen on test day. You're not going to have your phone with you on test day, and the clock does not stop. So time yourself very strictly. It's all real. It's all on the clock. And let's say you're having some sort of snack before the exam or during the break. Simulate that in the weeks leading up. So maybe you have a banana or a granola bar or an energy drink or something. Practice with those, especially if you're practicing with Red Bull or coffee. The caffeine will have an effect on you, right? So do that now so that you're used to it. And of course, coffee is also a diuretic. So if it makes you have to go to the bathroom or something, you don't want that to happen in the middle of section 2, right? The break's a long ways away. So plan accordingly and simulate everything you possibly can. Have you ever taken an exam in a setting that has a little bit of distractions, like a library or a coffee shop?
Yeah. My LSAT that I took last year, we actually took it in a location where they were having homecoming. So they had the homecoming parade going on. That was one. And then they had a train go by the entire time we were taking the test. So distractions were there.
Well, I'm glad you shared that, because people never believe me. They're like, could there really be such an awful distraction during the test?
Yes.
Yeah, there's marching bands. There's a game going on the field right outside your test center. Things happen, or even the fire alarm could go off.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's unfortunate.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. Yeah. So all you can really do is prepare for, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, that sort of thing.